The old man sneaked into the airplane restroom. He poured boiling water into the sink, then added some modeling clay. After waiting for the clay to fully melt, he took it out and molded it into a special shape. He placed it into a prepared mold and pressed it hard. In no time, a realistic-looking toy gun was ready. He handed the fake gun to his accomplice. And just then, 2 more hijackers rushed out. The group quickly took control of all the passengers on board. They grabbed a flight attendant and demanded to know if there was an air marshal on the plane. To avoid casualties, the air marshal had no choice but to step forward and surrender. As the hijackers prepared to take the air marshal away, a heavy-set man suddenly resisted, isolated and helpless. He was quickly knocked to the ground and lost consciousness. The cabin fell into silence. The hijackers took this opportunity to raise their flag high and loudly, chant the slogans of their terrorist organization. At that moment, the captain sensed something was wrong. He immediately reported to the ground that the plane had been hijacked. The hijackers gathered all the passengers into the economy section. Then, they took another flight attendant and forced her into the cockpit, threatening the captain to change the plane's course and demanding the government release their captured comrades. However, no one knew that the hijackers weren't the only ones with a plan on board. One passenger quietly glanced at the flight attendant. They clearly knew each other. It turned out that their real target was the $1 billion worth of diamonds secretly being transported on the plane. The diamonds were purchased by the Minister of Internal Affairs for money laundering to ensure their safe return to the country. The seller had implemented a thorough security plan. First, the safe was being carried by an anonymous person. Second, unlocking the safe required 2 passwords, one held by the seller and the other by the minister. Finally, a mobile SIM card had been activated with a tracking system. Once the SIM card was touched, an immediate alert would be sent out. The diamonds were also heavily insured, making it seem like everything was foolproof. But the seller hadn't anticipated that someone inside would covet the diamonds. He contacted the minister's secretary, demanding the second half of the password and proposing that they steal the diamonds and split them 50-50ths. Because of the tracking system and the SIM card, the heist had to happen on the plane. So, he teamed up with his flight attendant girlfriend. With her help, they quickly zeroed in on the target. During meal service, the girlfriend intentionally spilled a tray, sending the delivery person to the restroom to clean up. The man seized the moment and prepared to make his move. But just as he was about to take action, the other group of hijackers appeared. Their sudden presence threw his plan into chaos.